hanging out here at my local little Starbucks. I got myself an iced coffee real quick, and I was just pondering on some different things that's been going on this week. A reoccurring issue lately has been school. Getting the financial aid has been a pain in the ass because legally the federal government still considers me as a dependent child at 22 years old who maintains his own place, works my own job, no one's paying for me to live, so it's an interesting thing. I would think that by most accounts I'm an adult, but according to the government, I guess not so much, which in turn has led me to have to deal with my father and get him to do the paperwork. Has been really stressful and quite a pain in the ass. It actually would be done with school as right now if it weren't for this, for that reason. Actually, I've been in the beginning. The people I started school with are now in their externship, which is the last 6 weeks of the program. You work for another company for free, and those are the kids I started with. So, and I'm now two modulars behind them. We go by mods. I'm going to explain the whole system to you, but you kind of understand 6 week periods of different classes. That's pretty much how it goes. And I had to sit out for 12 weeks because of this whole ordeal with my dad, and now, right when I thought it was all taken care of and they let me back in, they're saying that basically there was an error in the paperwork, which meant we had to do it over again, and he's been somewhat cooperative, but definitely has that procrastination gene, and that he passed along to me. I'm guessing it started with him because it seems like every time I talk to him, it's like, yeah, we got it, getting it together, but things just don't seem to pan out. But yeah, the whole getting back into school situation has definitely made me realize, like, brought up some painful shit for me as far as mom, dad, dysfunctional parents, childhood, whatever it was. It's just been a real pain in the ass trying to get. I'm sorry if I seem a little awkward on camera right now. It's the first time I really did it in public, even though I wouldn't say I know these girls that work at Starbucks, but definitely seen them around quite enough to get familiar with their face, and they know my face. But still a little different doing it in a Starbucks, but I just thought it would be kind of cool. I like the show here sometimes. It's pretty relaxing. It's been a grind, man. I've been doing the whole work and school thing pretty much strictly every day. I'm back to 4 days a week in school now, Monday through Thursday, working during the day now. It's been pretty cool for the most part. Spending a lot of work, a lot of late nights, but I'm willing to go through that for a while, for however long it takes. And but it's crazy, I had the idea when I first started this whole diary. It's crazy how much your ideas change from day to day and time to time. I'm sure it'll even change again. But I watched a documentary the other night called Happy. I've seen it a few times, but watching it again last night made me really kind of stop and think about, wow, what am I really doing all of this for? School, work, all of that, which I love to learn, and that's a great thing. And it's always nice to learn new things. Probably brings me some of the most joy in my life is just learning and meeting people. But this whole time I kind of had an idea that being successful, making a lot of money, driving a nice car, having a nice house was going to make me the ultimate, that was the ultimate before you, like the ultimate thing that was going to make you the happiest. And after watching the documentary, it made me realize like maybe that's not, they say statistically, what you wear, what car you have, where you live, how big your house is, really only makes it for about 10% of your happiness. So when I think you break that down, I'm like, yeah, I want to have those some nice things. You don't want to be on the street. You want to have a certain amount of money. You don't want to be. I think a great example that they had in the documentary was, if you think money don't buy happiness, go talk to somebody underneath a bridge. But if you think your money does bring you happiness, maybe you should go talk to Bill Gates. I think it was said 50% of your happiness is genetic, and the other 40% is like things that you can control, like variability, like throughout your day, changing different things, and just kind of maybe taking a different way to work, or a different bike path than what you normally would take, or a different run what you would normally do. You just go to a different place, see different things, and also people, cooperating with people, and meeting with people, and gaining relationships. That was the other 40%. I guess the genetic thing might be discouraging for some people, because they think they have a genetic setpoint that's pretty low happiness. I guess that can kind of suck, but I'd like to think of myself as a pretty happy person. I'm pretty happy-go-lucky for the most part. Not all the time. I definitely get stressed about money and all of those different things. But even at some of my brokest points of my life, has probably been some of the best parts of my life. And I just look back on it and think about, how much fun I actually had then, and maybe in the moment when when something stressful is happening or something bad's going on, you're thinking about all the ways to get out of that. But then it's crazy once you get out the situation and you look back on it, you're like, dang, how much you actually you enjoyed that. A little crowded in here. I think I'm gonna take off. Maybe take a little walk home. Starbucks is a pretty short walk from the house.